I decided to apply for this position to represent Cashmere in smaller schools in Washington State. We don't have typically a lot of representation because we're so small. We have about 500 students, so it's hard to hear voices that are so small like that. But it's a gift to be able to be a voice on that board. I've always loved kids and I've always wanted to go into education. I plan on going to Central Washington University to get my secondary education degree, probably in English, so that I can be an English teacher in high school. But I've always loved kids, and being able to be a part of the legislation process and develop policies to benefit schools was so interesting to me because I get to have a direct impact and direct effect on schools like Cashmere and the 1.1 million students throughout Washington State. During January to March every year, there is an application opening for all the current sophomores in Washington State. Once you apply in those deadlines, the Washington State Board of Education members go through all the applications and they pick a handful of students who are interviewed, and then they decide from there. My initial thought was that I wasn't good enough for the program, but it was very encouraging and very inspiring to think that, wow, these people want me and they want my voice. So at first I was like, oh my gosh, like this is insane. I didn't think that I was worthy of statewide representation. Like I didn't think that they wanted me, but in my experience already, I've already felt so welcomed and so heard, and it really goes to show that like our state is seeking student voice, and they're seeking voices that are more quiet. So I will be sworn in August during the August meeting, and I will be sworn out during June of my senior year. So the commitment is about 2 years. It's mostly policy work. We work in 4 different areas. Especially our current focus is high school graduation requirements with our Future Ready initiative. So we're examining what we require high school graduates to do before they graduate and those standards. I think that education should be accessible no matter what, but I also think that education should be something that is different for everyone. I was considered a high cap kid during my elementary and middle school years, and normal education, like a normal education path, has never worked right for me. And I believe that education should be moldable and that we should give our students options to figure out what works for them and their passions and what they want to do in their life.